What is up? What's good and what's cracking, good people of YouTube land? It's your boy Gates McCoy. This is another installment of my retro gaming store buys and finds. We're somewhere around like 48, 49, something like that. It's been a minute since I've had a chance to do one of these with my social life and family life and work and all that. But within, I'd say it's probably been about a week or 2 weeks since I've had a chance to do one of these videos. So in that time, I've periodically have stopped in the retro gaming store and picked these 3 games up on 3 separate occasions. The one in the middle, I left the price tag on it, and we'll get to that. So I'm going to go from left to right like I normally like to do with my retro gaming buys and finds videos. Right here, on the left, we have Strider from Capcom on the regular NES Nintendo. Everybody remembers Strider from the Sega Genesis version, and that's kind of what I think of when I look at this. I'm not 100% sure if I played Strider on the Nintendo. I would like to assume or think that I have played Strider on the regular Nintendo, but when I try to think back on what it looks like or how it played, I always think of the Sega Genesis version of Strider, so I'm not 100% sure on that game right there, or the release. It might even have a date on it. This was probably a later release for the Nintendo, considering the fact that Strider wasn't in the early days. But then again, I could be wrong, so don't hold me to that. Don't quote your boy. The game was roughly, I think, about $7, $7 to $10, I think it was roughly. Next up, I bought this game. I have not played this game. I have seen this game played. But I have not played this game that we see here in the middle, which is Fist of the North Star. I bought this game solely based off of the anime from the, I believe it was late 80s, early 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Could be the early 90s. I solely bought this game off of that. I remember the gameplay being cheesy at best. Nothing too impressive. It still looks fun to play. Decent platformer, side-scroller, if you will. This game right here was obviously $13. I left the price tag on there. Just to kind of show you some of these basic prices that I pay over here at my retro gaming store. And last but not least, I bought the Goonies 2 for the Nintendo. These are all 3 Nintendo games. The Goonies 2, I have not played any of the Goonies game. When Friday the 13th for the Nintendo came out is when I remember these Goonie games being around. I remember friends of mine had them, but I never actually sat down and played them. So I bought this just on the fact that I didn't have it in my collection, and now it's finally my chance to actually play one of these Goonie games. But overall, these are the 3 games that I have procured. The Goonies game, how much was it? As you guys know, I don't usually pay a lot. I mean, some games I'll pay $25, $35 for, but these 3 games here are all roughly about $10. So I do believe the Goonies game was somewhere between $5 and $10, just so I can't quote myself exactly. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm your boy Gates McCoy. This is my retro gaming store buys and finds. Stay tuned. Till next time, people. Later.